Is the way real estate market slowing down?
People, they misunderstood the government, the strength of this country, and now they will regret. We are living in a country which has one vision, and that is for the growth only.
If I give you 5 million dirhams, where do you think you will be able to put? Abu Dhabi is bringing things which we never knew that we needed.
Correct.
But now even Disneyland is part of the plan. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shiraz. Welcome to the first episode of our first series called Real Estate Wisdom. Today we have our guest, Mr. Rahul Basin, who is one of the veteran in real estate, and he's been in this industry more than 15 years. So today we have an opportunity to ask him a few questions, and let's hear him out what he has to say.
Thank you so much, Shiraz, for making me part of this beautiful interview. Tell me, how can I help you?
It's our pleasure to have you, Rahul. Rahul, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you
Great.
very much. Rahul, we will have a little chat about Dubai real estate.
Sure.
Also, we'll have a little chat about current situation.
Okay.
Being an expert in the market, what do you think? And how would you advise people? And what is the way forward?
Okay.
Right. So I would love to ask you this question. And this is a question not from me, it's from everybody. Is the way real estate market slowing down?
Very good question. Apparently, if we compare Dubai market, especially from H1 2025 to H1 2026, indeed, the sale transactions, they have been slowed down, but the market has affected? I don't think so. The reason why? Because if you see the transaction volume compared to H1 25 to H1 26, they are tremendously well. Last year at this time we had transactions of approximately 221 billion dirhams. This year we had 227 billion dirhams. If we talk about the off plan, we had almost 72,000 last year, and now this year we had approximately 83,000. That simply justifies the market situation right now. See, we are human and we love to utilize the opportunities, and this is what is exactly happening in especially Dubai. People from all across the globe, anybody who is a smart investor, they have utilized the opportunity.
Very well put in words. I have one more question. Having said that, you said the market is sustained.
Yes.
And investors are very much in control right now. Nobody is panicking, right? This is
Correct.
what you said.
Absolutely.
So, having said that, if me as an investor, if I give you 5 million dirhams right up to put in the market, where do you think you will be able to put?
If you would have asked me this question a few years ago, I might had only a couple of options, to play safe. But thanks to the current situation, thanks to the given opportunities, what I believe, every single situation brings opportunities and challenges. And this is a time where we are having a number of opportunities. The reason why, because most of the developers, even including A-list developers, they are providing you a lot of flexibilities which were not there earlier. So this 5 million I can spread with different A-list developers where I know I can make a great upcoming returns in the future. Whether you talk about the upcoming areas like Dubai South or Dubai Land, or maybe Dubai Land Residential Complex, or including these Silicon Oasis, So these are the areas where I can make a really great return in the coming years. Definitely, you need the expertise. You need to know where to put your money, what you need to buy, because not every single thing which is glittering is a gold. So you need to do your calculations correctly, and you have to make sure that you're not falling for the for something which is just for the sake. It shows good, but at the end of the day, that will burn your money. Yes.
So there is one very wise thing which I just figured out from what you said. I think a real estate broker, he was never needed as much as he's needed now. The reason is very simple. I'm sure when you entered in this segment of real estate, there were a handful of 30 to 40 developers.
Correct.
And today in the market, the developers are touching 700.
Yes.
Wow. So if you take just an average of 3 projects each, it's more than 2,000 projects in the market.
Correct.
So I'm 100% sure that the need of a broker was never as much as it's now.
Correct.
Right, and rightly said that it's a perfect time to fetch a good deal from the developer.
Yes.
Yesterday I was having a word with someone, and they put my investment very wisely. Yeah.
Nice.
So they said that it's a perfect time to reduce the aggressions of payment plan.
Indeed.
Right. So, for example, a lot of 2080s are going on in the market. Right. What do you have to say about that?
Well, in a way, I don't agree with 2080. I'll not name the developer, but recently they did this same kind of promotion. But we need to see whether we are helping the developer or helping ourselves, because as I mentioned, not everything which glitters is a gold. So because a few developers who were struggling, so they introduced this just to boost their own sales. But at the end of the day, you need to see when you're entering in the market how how easy it will be for you to exit from this project. And not every single project is designed where you will have a profitable returns in the coming years. So be very, very calculative, do your research, and then spend your money, because this is hard-earned money. And it's better to pay 60-40 or 50-50 or even 80-20. But make sure that you are having a guaranteed return in the coming years. Because when you buy these 20-80 or 30-70, so a lot of people they buy, but at the same time, then you will have a lot of competitors also at the time of the handover. Then in case if you struggle to sell, then it will be a big problem for you. So we need to calculate all the risk before we get into this.
Absolutely. But I think the fundamental remains the same. The government policies remains the same.
Yeah.
Still, even if you fetch a payment plan of 2080 from a developer, I think you still need to take an NOC from the developer to sell your property, and that is at 50%, right?
Correct.
Right. So that means the holding power still remains. Another thing is that escrows are still in place.
Yes.
Nothing is changed.
Yes.
Everything is going with the same rules and regulations.
Correct.
In fact, I think AML has gone more stronger now.
Indeed.
So this is a good point. Wisely said. So you can place my 5 million better now than ever before.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So of course that's an edge, and this is the perfect time then.
Correct.
There used to be a time when people only knew that Dubai is a place where you can buy property. However, looking at the market now, there are few other cities, which I will name obviously. They are doing wonderful. They are coming up with stunning projects, mega projects, I would say worth more than 4 billion also, right? And they're gonna put this land parcel of Middle East to another level.
Correct.
I would name Ras Al Khaimah. I mean the projects and their policies and the airport expansions and whatnot. They are coming up with the amazing plans. Same goes with Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is bringing things which we never knew that we needed. Because Dubai had its own things.
Correct.
But now even Disneyland is part of the plan. Louvre is already there. Sphere, which is one of the mega attractions in US, is going to be the second one in the world.
Correct.
So, what do you think about these cities?
Definitely, as you have counted all these upcoming developments and the existing developments, see, it shows the vision of the government. It's unlike any democracy in the world. Here, it's ruled by kingdom. And because these are the 7 emirates, if you see the history, so the way this country altogether has grown, it's one of the best examples for any other country who wants to grow in a same pattern. Give you an example, Nigeria, they found oil before UAE. But look at where they are and look at where this country is. It's all about the vision of the country. And as you correctly mentioned, so the developments are not just limited to Dubai. They're growing in different emirates. So, Ras Al Khaimah, Abu Dhabi, Fujairah. As a matter of fact, even Ajman also now coming up with great real estate developments, purely because the traffic is increasing. People are shifting here. And at the same time, UAE, which has a vision. So, for example, Dubai has D33 or 2040. So, every emirate, they have their own vision. And they will make sure that they're achieving their vision purely for the economic growth of this country. So, we are living in a country which has one vision, and that is for the growth only.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So it's a very, I'll share a small funny story. It happened yesterday. So I was interviewed by one of the companies in US last night. So the interviewer had a lot of questions. He has never been to Dubai, but he was very curious to know what's going on in Dubai. And he wanted to know the fundamentals, rules and regulations, lifestyle. I didn't have to say much. I just told him the plan 2040, plan 2033.
Nice.
I just have to tell him the series of events which are going to happen in UAE.
Correct.
That's all. It includes Etihad Rail. It includes a new international airport in Dubai. It includes the expansion of the airport in Ras Al Khaimah. Of course, casino. How can we forget that? Just a couple of few projects and developments. Trust me, today he messaged me personally, and he's fetching a property from me.
Wonderful.
He'd never been to Dubai. I mean, he got so impressed. And obviously, I agree with you with this particular question and an answer that kingdoms are way different than democracies.
Indeed.
The reason is you have your own mindset, you have your own team, you have your own government. Today, you are in power. You will launch few projects. You will come up with few ideas. You will implement them. If tomorrow I take over, I'll bring my own team. I'll bring my own ideas. They will be put back in the line.
Absolutely.
And then it may never finish.
Absolutely.
Right? So this gives an edge to UAE. Also, the visionary leadership. Like last year was the year of patience, I guess. This year it's a year of tolerance, and every year is dedicated to some name. Indeed. And they definitely follow that.
Absolutely.
Right. So we love this country, not just because we live here, because there is no other place like this.
It's a luxury.
I'm sure you would have traveled the world.
Yes.
You have seen how the places are, how the corruption is.
Yes.
I think 10 to 15 days is the maximum limit you start missing Dubai.
Absolutely. So in 2019, I visited London for my business trip. And as soon as I got down at Heathrow, I saw the difference. Living in Dubai, living in this country is a luxury. The kind of peace, the kind of security, the kind of support which you get from the government, it's tremendous. And just to give you the one more example, UK in last 10 years they had 7 prime ministers. Every prime minister they are coming up with their own vision, but unfortunately they are not able to cater their own vision. They're crumbling. The economy is crumbling.
Absolutely.
But look at here. In this quarter only, we had a growth of 3.1% of GDP. And I'm sure the way the government has its own vision, the numbers will be just for the matter of fact. These will be the numbers which will be, I'll say, the dream for other countries to achieve.
Absolutely.
So yes, we are at a very, very great place.
See, when we start talking about the policies and we start talking about the developments and especially what government is doing, what GDP is doing and everything, we need to do a full series on that because see, there is so much to talk.
Sure.
I'll give you a little small example of how UAE is ahead of its competition. There is no other country in Middle East like UAE.
Correct.
The reason is very simple that in 2012, the pipeline was done.
Oh yes.
With Fujairah.
Yes.
Fujairah port was active. Okay, and I'll tell you this thing, Fujairah port is going to be the biggest port of UAE. Not only UAE is going to be the connecting port of entire Middle East very soon.
Nice.
We heard just in papers, we just heard about it that there's going to be Etihad Rail coming up, which is going to be connecting entire Middle East.
Yes.
But we didn't know what it is. Now we know.
Correct.
So what that says that UAE thinks at least 50 years ahead,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So we have no doubts about anything. Still, this is the safest city in the world.
Indeed.
This is safest country in the world.
Indeed.
Still, we don't lock our houses. Still,
Absolutely.
we don't lock our cars. My family is still safe and secure.
Yes.
There's no civil war. Whatever happens,
Yes.
we are protected.
Absolutely. It's a blessing for all of us to
Absolutely.
live, to be in part of this world.
Absolutely. There is see, we're going to talk about all this in another podcast, but let's stick to the investment point, and I'm going to come back to the another subject which is very important. So real estate always have different segments and blocks.
Yes.
So likewise in Dubai as well. In Dubai we have different segments. Some segment is more in percentage, some is less, of course. If I would like you to rate or put in a proper ascending order, there is luxury real estate, there is affordable luxury, there is retail, there is commercial. How would you rate these segments of real estate?
Okay. So if I have to rate, see, Dubai is a place where you will find the maximum number of luxury properties compared to any other city in the world. And there's a reason for it, because the cream is shifting to Dubai, so there's a continuous demand. So anybody who goes for luxury now will and sustain with it, they'll milk money in the coming years, because they are very limited in numbers. Even today, the luxury segment is very limited in numbers. Then I'll talk about the commercial. So if you talk about office spaces and the retail, again, they are not more than 5 to 7% in the current market. So anybody who buys them, holds them, they will be making great rental income on the handover. Plus the capital appreciation on them, surely, because they're very limited in numbers. And then when we talk about the semi-luxury or the budgeting housing, then yes, we have a few options, and then depend on the flexibility of people, what kind of segment they can go for. But yes, Dubai provides a one-stop solution for every kind of clientele. And just to reiterate what I said, definitely luxury, super luxury segment. This is the future of Dubai. You talk about wellness, life being. So the wellness being lifestyle, which will be crossing more than 5 trillion in the coming years, and this is where the focus is of Dubai government especially. So as you mentioned yourself, Dubai is always thinking about future, not about now. And this is what is required by the niche market, who are shifting to Dubai on a regular basis. And then again, commercial, office spaces and the retail. These will be the game changers in the coming years.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Rightly said and rightly summed up. Another thing is, see what I believe is luxury is something which not everyone buys, obviously, and whoever buys, they pay very close attention to their finances.
Correct.
Right. So this is not something, or this is not a segment which comes in the market in any stress.
Correct.
This is my personal observation and this is my personal experience as well. I've never seen luxury investors being panicking.
True.
For matter of the fact is, I haven't seen anyone panicking in this situation, and we were surprised. To be honest, I was looking to see what's going to happen. I was silent when all this happened for 2 days at least, just observing, and everything happened in a different way. The market sustained.
Absolutely.
And Dubai has always been resilient. We have heard it, we have seen it, and this is an example which we didn't see before.
Absolutely. And so when you talk about luxury or when you talk about A-list developers, they have not lost their value at all. Apparently, they have gained value because of their history, because of the credibility, and what they have achieved in the past. So people from all across the globe, they have full confidence in UAE and in Dubai, especially as far the real estate market is concerned, or the other business areas are concerned. And it shows. I mean, the example is the GDP growth, which has already crossed 3.1%, and by the end of the year, I'm sure it will grow even more. So yes, we have a great sustainability in the market, and this will keep growing. just be cautious where you're spending your money.
100%. So I'll go back to the same question which I asked you earlier. So now tell me in segment figures. For example, I give you 5 million again. First 5 million you deployed. Now another 5 million I'm giving you again. So how would you deploy this in terms of segment? Is there any commercial in this 5 million as well?
Yes, there are a few upcoming commercials in different part of the city. So, a few are in the Business Bay area. Then you have in Silicon Oasis also, where the government is spending good amount of money. See, whenever we talk about the commercial, always go for an area where the government itself is spending money. Because
but would you, for my 5 million as an investor, how would you segregate my 5 million? Would you buy any commercial from that 5 million?
Absolutely. So I'll spend approximately 2.5, 3 million for the office space.
Okay.
And then remaining 2 million, I'll give it for the commercial.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So there won't be any luxury or affordable luxury in that? No residential?
No. See, luxury, forget about the affordable living because there's so much of competition for that. Okay. So it's better to spend your money wisely. Go for something which is very limited in the market because that's how you become premium.
Okay.
In the coming years, because anything which is limited in the market will always give you a lot more premium compared to something which is available in every corner of the city.
So you're filling that gap.
Absolutely.
Also, you're making my investment exclusive, obviously.
Indeed.
And exclusivity wins all the time. And this is what we have experienced with Dubai Creek Harbour.
Correct.
And if I give an example that we fetched, Dubai Creek Harbour came across as an investment in 2021. So we had a group of investors. I'll tell you a very short story. So earlier they were looking for typical units, right? So then this idea was put forward in front of them that why not exclusive?
Correct.
We changed our entire dynamics of investment. We started fetching only Sky Collection, which if I give an example, like one category of a unit is just 4 in the whole island.
Nice.
So what that means is you hold a monopoly.
Absolutely.
Right? And of course, you won't sell everything. And even if you're buying, if there are 8 number of units and you're buying 2 of them, the competition is just 8 units.
Yes.
6 units.
Yes.
And not everyone is going to sell.
Correct.
Right? So you make money from the luxury segment. This is exactly what you said, and I agree with you.
Thanks.
That if you have appetite for luxury, you must take something which is limited.
Absolutely. And see, whenever you're getting into commercial or a luxury segment, you have to hold the property. That's how you make money on that. So you check any property across the globe. Just to give you one of the examples before we wrap up, I'm sure you must be aware of it. One of the villas at Nakheel, which was launched for 4 million, got sold for 128 million. Right?
There are multiple stories.
Yes.
Of course, if you look at Jumeirah Living,
Yes.
and if you look at Nakheel, the title deeds from back in 2005, 2004, those are different.
Correct.
Those is different numbers. And it's, again, the holding power.
Indeed.
Even in this situation, whoever is holding up, I mean, people are holding up, and we've seen that.
Yes.
You will see, this time will never come again. I'm damn sure about it. This time will not be seen again. And because, see, this is something which was not even in our wild imagination.
Correct.
And if we overcome this, there's nothing which can pull us down.
It's not if, we have already overcome this.
Absolutely.
And people, they misunderstood the government, they misunderstood the strength of this country, and now they will regret in the coming years. So if anybody who's planning to go ahead with this, still they have a time to jump on the board and utilize the opportunity. Otherwise, the way people, they thought 10 years ago, now they're still dreaming about those prices. It will not be the same in the coming years as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, no time can be better than this time.
Absolutely.
And it allows us also to negotiate on their behalf.
Correct.
Of course, we're not going to take much longer time of yours. I want you to, being a veteran in the market, and I'm sure you spend more than 15 years in the market, you have learned your way out, you are an investor by yourself now. There are 2 kind of people and one advice. So one who is hesitating to invest, what is your advice to them? and one who is very much charged and aggressively hunting for a good deal, what is your advice for them?
Somebody who's hesitating, then definitely do not hesitate, because the currency is strong, economy is strong, the country has a vision. So if you choose the right product at the right location, you will make money. So still you have a time to utilize what the current situation is offering you as an opportunity. And somebody who's aggressively looking, then depends on the appetite of that person, that how much he can shed from his pocket, because every area of the city will provide you some sort of opportunity. So again, if somebody can go for luxury, go for it, hold it for 10-15 years, you'll mint your money. Somebody who can go for a townhouse, so now, and especially towards Dubai South or Dubai Investment Park, a lot of new upcoming developments are coming up. Those will be the game changer, because they are very limited in numbers. So yes, it depends on what kind of appetite he has.
So there are two kind of investments. Two kinds of developments are going simultaneously. One, of course, where we are allowed to invest and we are buying properties. We are waiting for the developer to build it and stuff. And simultaneously, there is another development going on, which is by the government, which of course has been given to us like a plan, right?
Yes.
In which airport development is there, Expo City is being developed.
Yes.
So there's going to be an exhibition which is much bigger than World Trade Center.
Correct.
That means we will host 2 times more exhibitions what we are hosting now.
Yes.
That means more footfall.
Oh yes.
Then of course we are segregating the entire UAE or Dubai into different segments.
Yes.
Right. So we will have everything segregated very well. Districts.
Yes.
Silicon Oasis will be dedicated to IT. Financial center will be dedicated to finances, banks, etc. In fact, we just recently heard about ADGM as well, Abu Dhabi. I mean, Capital is coming up with something like that. It's great news.
Yes.
So, having said that, not even one single project. Do you know any project which is stopped?
None.
From the government?
None.
So, this is self-explanatory that
Yes.
nothing is stopped.
Yes.
Everything is going at the same pace.
Yes.
By the way, I think you told me yesterday that Plan 2033, Dubai is 2.5 years ahead.
Correct.
Right? You
Correct.
told me this.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Yes.
So it says by itself.
Absolutely.
So last advice to someone who knows all this, who's aggressively hunting, what do you want to say to them?
Utilize the opportunity as early as you can. Yes, because the time and the money will never be the same again. Yes.
And contact you.
Contact us always. MR1, we are the number one.
Yeah.
I mean in the whole region with MR
Yeah.
and with other A-list developers. So our expertise will always be helpful for them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're most
It was our pleasure speaking to you, and I'm sure our people, our viewers, they loved this words from you.
Sure.
And they got something to learn from you.
Pleasure is all
Thank you
mine.
so much.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Take care.